If I could have any ability, it would definitely be invisible, because then nobody would have to see me and I could hide away from everyone, because I'm one of those Tumblr dudes. I'm just different, you know? Like, no one gets me. Like, I'm different, you know?
Bruh.
Anyway, enough about my old Tumblr days. How's it going, everyone? I'm your host, Chris, here at Hertastic Reviews, and today we're going to go ahead and do something a little different. We're doing an action figure review. For my nerds out there, I'm reviewing a 1933 figure. That's how old this thing is. This thing is old as hell. But we're talking about a figure based on the 1933 film directed by James Whale. We're talking about Jack Griffin, the Invisible Man. We got it right here through Neca. No, Neca did not send me this figure for free. I actually had to spend my cold hard cash on it. So if anybody like a Neca rep is watching, please start sending me some of these for free. The bills are starting to add up. But today I'm here with the Invisible Man from Neca. If you don't know what Neca is a toy manufacturer. They put out 1/12 scale, which is about 7.5 inches. Trust me, I did the measuring myself. It comes out to a clean 7 inches. They also do, but specifically what they do is they put out movie figure lines and especially cater to horror films. This line, the Universal Monsters line, it hasn't been seen since the Sideshow collectible days in like the early 2000s that were like the 1/6 12-inch scale. We haven't seen the likes of those in such a long time. We've seen different iterations, but like true film accurate figures we have not seen until Neca took the license about a year or two ago, when they first put out the Frankenstein monster figure, which I do have. I've been collecting the Neca figures for quite a while now, starting with the Godzilla figures and then obviously with the horror icons. But I'm loving these Universal monster figures because I love the Universal monsters. But for me, I've liked Universal monsters. I've liked horror movies. I've loved toys for so long. So it made sense that I would get into the Universal monsters. They've recently made, the most recent Universal monster that they released was the Bride of Frankenstein, which if you click the subscribe, maybe I'll feel inclined to review that figure. But today I want to talk about the Invisible Man. The reason being, he's my favorite Universal monster. I've been anticipating this figure for a long time. And honestly, I think Neca knocked this figure out like out of the park. First off, the box. I love like the box work is the actual movie poster. I think you get, you know, that's just like added price and value right there. So you get to see H.G. Wells. You get to see the Ultimate Universal Monster right there, if you can see that. It just looks amazing on the side panel. You get to see the figure. Same way there. And then there is Dr. Jack Griffin there. Just kind of looks cool. Just shows you what you get. Which is misleading because when I got the figure, when you open it up, look how accurate this figure is. He's literally invisible. Like, you can't see him. I think that's amazing. I don't know how they did it. I know they do translucent. I know they've done like cover up. But like, this is the ultimate invisible version. So you don't get to see shit, which I love. So now I get to tell everyone I have that. So shout out Neca for the film accuracy there. I have a naked Claude Rains figure somewhere in my collection. So without further ado, let's go into seeing what we got in the box. All right. And as you can see here is the figure itself. First things off the bat, I'm not a fan of how he is only with the suit. Here is Jack Griffin. He's wearing just some gray pants. He's got his gloves, which is cool. He's got a jacket. And it's got a little bit of blue lining here on the coat. I think it's because it goes with his tie that's blue here. You get a little closer to his face, if I can get it zoomed. Okay, there he is there, wearing gloves. A little bit of hair peeking out on the back. That's kind of a fun detail. In hand, he's just a normal guy figure, you know, nothing too crazy. Not a fan of how simplistic it is. Like, if we were going to get this, like, I would have wanted maybe him in his robe, or maybe be able to take this jacket off and put the robe on. Kind of like the Dr. Loomis Halloween 2, where you could take this coat off and put the suit jacket on. I would love something like that, but still, this is cool. It's an iconic look. Let's go ahead and look at the accessories, though. So looking at the accessories, we have 3 different hands for the right. Okay, it looks like he has kind of like a holding kind of hand here, if you can see. Let's see if I can get that there more. I see kind of like a glove that would hold something, but I'm not sure what. I mean, he already has 2 fists, you know, so how many hands gestures does he have? This is like one that will, yeah, just something that'll hold, I don't know what. Not quite sure what the hand gestures were for here. And then on this would be his left hand side. He's kind of got kind of more open hands, okay? So if you look here, he has just like a open grasp hand. I like that. And then here, he's kind of got like a glass holding hand in a way, kind of like a pointing hand. Pretty cool. Now let's go on to the headpiece. And we got a piece of hair. It looks like here. I don't know. I'm not too impressed with it. Kind of like an open, this is kind of freaky, kind of like an open laughing head. Notices there's a gap there. So that's interesting. So you can kind of get the effect of like the Invisible Man laughing. And then one with just his eyes. Again, very creepy. You can see a little bit of his hair peeking out. That's pretty cool. I like that. I know he's the Invisible Man, so it's like there's not much you're going to be able to do. But I don't know. They get 3 different nose pieces here. This is like a little nose. And then for the accessories, you get a book. Yeah, so here's the book. It's just a simple piece. Get a little bit of writing on here. Nothing too crazy. I'm guessing you would have him hold it. The next accessory is a little bit of the mixture he made here. So it's got a little bit of a straw stir, solid, clear glass. Nothing too crazy. And then here we have some goggles of some kind for him. Don't know how you would put those on. I'm assuming these would be for maybe you pop this. You can have him look like that. So he's invisible there. Can't see his eyes. But then maybe you could put those back on and now he's Mr. Cool with these goggles. So, okay, that's a cool accessory there. But that is it. That's all you get with the Invisible Man here. I'm going to go ahead and put him in some poses. And, well, first off, let's talk about the articulation. He is a Neca figure. And he's going to be a little tight at first. But the more you move him around, you know, he's going to get crazy. So he can do a little bit of a splits here. The detailing is fine. Linen, not linen, but trousers here with lines. It's nice, classic. But I don't know. That's about it. Let's put him on the rotating base and then get a pose with him. All right, and there you have it. On the rotating base, you have the Invisible Man. I have him posed with his mouth exposed and his eyes out, and you can't see. Just kind of going crazy with his book. He just created his potion. I really do enjoy this figure. I think it's a little bare bones at times. I think it has a lot to be desired, but at the same time, I'm still happy we have an Invisible Man figure. I mean, to have the robed version, I think would still be the best, but at the same time, I'm not mad at this. This is still an iconic look for the Invisible Man. I wish we got a few more accessories, maybe again like the robe. We got a lot of noses. I wasn't sure if we needed that. Would have loved maybe like a syringe, maybe having like a scarf as well. just a couple accessories that come to mind. I would love for there to be an accessory pack because we've been getting a lot of accessory packs with every Universal monster, whether it's a coffin for Dracula, the tomb sarcophagus for the mummy, the Frankenstein lab table for the monster. I would love to get a lab table for the Invisible Man just to show like him in his experiments and more like maybe like Erlenmeyer flasks and different canisters and such. To just show this maniacal genius just go crazy in a lab. I would love to have that set up somehow. I wish the jacket also opened, but it does not as well. So that's a little bit of a bummer. But I still like this figure. I think it has a lot of presence if you get it in the right poses. I think all the other monsters are completely accurate in terms of like face recognition. The Wolfman, he comes with a Lon Chaney Jr. face. The Boris Karloff mummy and monster from Frankenstein, they look exactly like Boris Karloff, and for Bela Lugosi, it looks picture perfect. It looks just like Bela Lugosi for the Dracula figure. Here, we don't get a Claude Rains face. I mean, at the same time, we don't see Claude Rains' face really until the very end when, spoilers, he dies. So, I mean, in terms of like iconicness and like film accuracy, I think this is as best as we can get. So, with that being my favorite monster, I think if you get him in the right poses, like I said, I think he's going to look great. But what do you think down below? Are you collecting the Universal Monsters NECA figures? If so, what's your favorite so far? What are your thoughts on the Invisible Man? But other than that, if you enjoyed this video and this unboxing, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and like the video. Share it with your friends. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And for those who keep supporting, keep on going so I can keep showing off all my cool toys. I got this new rotating base to go ahead and show those off a little bit more for you. So let me know your thoughts and comments down below. Other than that, my name is Chris here at Hertastic Reviews. And remember, if you aren't collecting the Universal Monsters NECA line, do you really care about cinema? Other than that, I'll see you next time.